my friends. I'm here back in my kitchen, and today we are making a baked potato, and this baked potato is huge, so big that I'm afraid that it's going to take a little bit longer than 55 minutes to cook in the oven. So what can I do? I'm going to pressure cook it because it will take less time, and you can do it two ways. You can just pressure cook it and then have it afterwards, and I'm going to put some cheese, some butter, some broccoli, some ham, and probably some chives. So the next method would be after the pressure cooker. I'm going to rub the skin with some olive oil, sprinkle some salt on top, and then put it in the Breville for about 15-20 minutes just to get that skin a little hard and crusty on top, so it gives it a little bit more of a crunch when you're eating your baked potato. So we have our potatoes here, and we have washed them, and now it's time to pierce them. So you're just going to keep piercing the skin all around the potato, and the reason we're doing this is so that the skin doesn't burst open. It sometimes does anyway, but you know, baked potato, what can I say? So you just keep piercing them. And that is our first step. Now we are ready to bake our potatoes in our pressure cooker. The first thing we're going to do is put our trivet inside the Mealthy pot. And we are going to pour 1 cup of water into the pot. Now it's time to place our potatoes on top of the trivet. Now our potatoes are so large, I will not be able to fit my last potato in. Time to put the lid on. Set to manual pressure for 30 minutes. Oops, make sure we have sealed our pressure cooker. All right, here we have our fixings for our potato bar. We have our butter, we have our cheese, we have some ham. We do not have chives, but we have green onions, so we're going to use that instead. Got my salt and my broccoli. I also have my olive oil and my Himalayan salt that I'm going to put on the outside of one of them.
Okay, our time is up. So now I'm going to give it a lovely quick release, which is, there we go, let the steam out. Now, what I'm doing is waiting for this little red button to go down so that I know it is time to open up my Mealthy Multipot. Oh, there it goes. And now is my favorite part, the unveiling. Here is our baked potatoes. Done in no time at all, and they are ginormous potatoes. Now this is the one I'm going to bake for a little bit in the Breville. Get that skin a little bit more, you know, hard, crusty. So I'm gonna brush it with some olive oil. Now, even though I pierced it with the fork, it did split, which they do sometimes.
Now that we have the olive oil all over the potato skin, it's time to put the salt. I have my pink Himalayan salt that I'm using for this.
it's ready to go in the Breville. Okay, I've got the temperature set at 425, and I'm going to cook this for about 15-20 minutes depending on the skin of the potato. All right, here is our baked potato. Now it's time to change it into a loaded potato. Loaded with all the goodness. We have butter and salt. And some sour cream, of course. And these potatoes are so big they take up the whole plate. Now it's my favorite, some cheese. Cut some ham. Now these are these little ham pieces that you can find at the store. And you could also add bacon pieces if you'd like. I think the ham's pretty good. And now some broccoli. It's just a big pile of everything. There goes the broccoli. All you have to do next is mix it up, and you have a great loaded potato. There it is, all mixed up. That's probably the hardest thing to do. There's that broccoli, ham, cheese, sour cream, butter, and salt. I've changed it from convection to super convection for the last few minutes. Now I'm going to break open our other one that came from the oven, and it is hot. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This baby's hot. Just break up the potato, and then you're just gonna make it into a loaded potato like we did before. This one I'm adding pepper with. Gonna add some butter. Sour cream. Of course, some cheese. We're gonna bring on the ham. We're gonna have some green onions. Some broccoli. And there it is. And here is our loaded baked potato. Looks tasty. Just blows my mind at how quickly we can make a baked potato this large. And there's our skin.